I want to give my summary so far. After what? 800 or like 75 rounds? That's that win rate, actually. I mean, I guess if I was playing Oracle every single round, I think it'd be a little bit higher, because there was definitely some games where Archon was definitely showing its weaknesses. But my thoughts: Holy Priest, War Within, Midnight. So far, we have the changes. We no longer have Renew. We no longer have Power Word Shield. We no longer have Void Roots as an actual ability. It's only after Psychic Scream if you choose that talent, which is kind of awkward. They took away Fly Up in the Air ability, which is one of my favorite abilities, so I'm a little bit sad about that. And then they got rid of a lot of the PvP talents, honestly, which we'll get into later, I guess. But I think Halo is now gone unless you run Archon. It's Archon specific. They got rid of Piety altogether, or Premonitions altogether from Oracle, which I'm not too sad about. I feel like that was kind of tedious to use. I'm still sad about the Renew loss, though. I feel like Renew is like one of those buttons where, like, if you didn't know how to press, just press Renew on somebody and you were fine. But so losing that's kind of painful. Some things are a little bit more awkward to get down here, as far as like the range versus damage reduction. Light's Inspiration is now like 1 instead of 2. For the most part, there's nothing major here that changes. For the Holy Priest talents, the only thing that's awkward is just that there's so many good choices down here, but you don't feel like you have enough like actual points, because it's like Ultimate Serenity is its own niche thing, which I would love to use, but with the whole Apex talents, it just doesn't really work out. But the Apex talents for Priest is centered around Cosmic Ripple and Benediction. So every time you Prayer of Mending, you have a chance for your Flash Heal to change into Benediction. And also whenever you use Apotheosis, it automatically changes to Benediction. And it's basically just a Flash Heal that also causes a Cosmic Ripple, which is an extra heal, like an AoE heal. So it's fine. For single target, it actually does less healing single target, I think. Because it's 24,000 plus a Cosmic Ripple, which is maybe 5,000. Kind of hard to tell. And then normal Flash Heal is like 37. So as far as single healing, I feel like it might actually be worse, or like single target, than just normal Flash Heal. And that has Divine Hymn. So yeah, so it's all about Cosmic Ripple. Which Cosmic Ripple, every time your Holy Ward comes off cooldown, it gives an extra heal. Yeah, for 5,200. And this is an AoE heal. You can also increase healing there. But the main triggers are Prayer of Mending and then Apotheosis. So Prayer of Mending is very important whenever you're talking about the Apex talents. So I think a lot of the healing done. We'll just choose a random one up here. Prayer of Mending is just always the top whenever you're playing Oracle. Like, it's super good right now, which is both good and bad. I think like a lot of pad healing is really good whenever Prayer of Mending is good, but then the only problem right now is dampening, which I'll get to later. But so playing around Prayer of Mending, Oracle is just overtaking Archon by a lot. So Oracle first, it gives you a second charge of Prayer of Mending, so you get more Benedictions, more Cosmic Ripples, more AoE healing. Prayer of Mending is your top healing, so getting 2 charges of it makes it just that much more insane. You also get extra like instant healing with Prompt Prognosis, which also is like a general good portion of your healing too, so it just stacks like twice as much. Prayer of Mending also works with Body and Soul. This was a change, so instead of it being tied to your Power Word Shield, it's tied to your Prayer of Mending. So you're also just giving movement speed for free to everybody. And so Oracle just feels a lot stronger than Archon right now for all of those reasons. Also, Piety, 20% of overhealing is also redistributed, which is super nice just overall. Oh yeah, and then you get an additional 4 stacks of Prayer of Mending. Like, Oracle is just so good whenever with the entire build. I think the Prayer of Mending like tree side of it is going to be like the best version, at least right now. Again, things might change in the future. We'll see. Lightweaver is all like Prayer of Healing, and this is just Crit and Flash Shield, which aren't as strong. And then for Archon, this was a build I was trying that was more Flash Shield related, but honestly, I think you still just go... Hold. There we go. I think you still just lean towards the Prayer of Mending angle, or the... yeah. Which sucks, because you only get 1 stack. And Halo, before, the main benefit with Halo is that it actually did, like, decent damage. With the current details, like I can see how much healing I'm doing, but I can't see how much healing I'm doing to individuals. Same thing with damage done. It's like I can see Halo damage, but I can't see how much damage it's actually doing to players rather than just like pets or pad. So that's a little bit awkward. But let's see. And it does a small amount of healing. It's not really that great in itself. The main benefit is Long Angel. So Spirit of Redeemer. 15 seconds is kind of insane, especially with him spamming out flash heals. If you play Greater Heal, you can just guarantee one goes off, which Greater Heal is insane. I actually love this ability. We'll get to that later too. It's Love Whispering. Double Fear is also really good because you can fear with the new change to DRs. You can fear, and then you get the second fear for free, right? And that's the triple fear doesn't really matter because there's only 2 DRs now. So that's kind of nice. You get your free level set up there. Longer Apotheosis, or like Apotheosis is saved whenever you're in a CC. That's kind of nice too. Extra healing, of course. But yeah, Halo in general, this just isn't nearly as good. Oracle has been outshining Archon by far, just in pure healing output. I would like to see how much damage Archon does, like the Halo damage, like if it's worth it. Like maybe in 2v2 you can kind of get just pad damage as you start bursting, but healer damage in general feels kind of weird. So for PvP talents, I think everyone's going to run Phase Shift, everyone's going to run Spirit of Redeemer, and so it's this last one that kind of gives you like choice. So Psychic Shroud is a new one. Whenever you fear somebody, you get to immediately get like, you get a free CC protection. Holy Ward. Sure. You get a free Holy Ward after you fear somebody, which is nice. Which, in the beta, it's really hard to see buffs like this. So that's also making it a little bit stronger in Shuffle. Sanctifying Ground. It's really good with casters, obviously. Let them free cast. Destrolux, Boomies. Kind of toxic. Greater Heal. So Greater Heal has always been kind of like a meme. But now that healing is it's a lot harder to heal. In terms of like, your average heal does less, significantly less than it did in The War Within. Because before, Serenity would take you from like 10 to 100. Now it'll take you from like 10 to like maybe 25, 30. But Greater Heal is 40% of the maximum health, so it actually heals for an insane amount. And it's only like a couple thousand mana more than Flash Heal, which is kind of insane, because Flash Heal heals for 41,000. And then Greater Heal heals for... Oh, I can't get rid of this. Like 200,000, so it's kind of nice. Which again, I'm just biased because I really like Greater Heal. We'll see how much gameplay it gets. I think Purification is another one that benefits from like the max health percentage amount. So I think a lot of like, I think these are gonna, like this last PvP talent's gonna be changed depending on the comp, like Purification versus like Shadow Priest, maybe even Fire Mage, and then or like Boomies, and then Greater Heal versus like full melee comps where you can just AFK in the back and heal. Psychic Shroud versus like mages and stuff where you're going in for CC a lot. So that's kind of cool. I like whenever you actually have choices here. But going into the gameplay, so healing in general is just a lot slower than it is in The War Within. In The War Within, one Marksman Hunter can take you 100-0 like 5 times in a row before their cooldowns end, which is crazy in itself. But in general, The War Within compared to Midnight is just 10 times faster. So like health bars are still moving. Like with cooldowns, health bars go down like pretty fast, but nothing too crazy. No one's getting 100-0'd. And usually that means like you actually can sit a CC, and if they're at 50% health, they're going to be fine. And The War Within, if they're at 50% health, like they're going to die in the next second if you don't trinket like immediately. Outside of cooldowns, there's like still decent damage, but no one's usually like just dying 100-0, or usually if someone is dying, it's because dampening's really high and the health just gets slowly like lower and lower and lower, and the heals just kind of aren't enough, which is good. I think that's whenever you actually are doing damage to somebody and it's like significant and they're going down and down and down and down, you can actually tell who you're killing rather than just having like your warlock get 90 to 10 and then back to 100 and then your other mage dies instantly 100-0. So yeah, good change there. I think healing in general is more focused on just solely healing in Midnight. It's kind of hard to see like if your damage is meaningful Like in this game, I didn't do anything. Let me see. In most of these games, I'm not going to do that much damage, which also just comes from being the fact that I'm a Holy Priest without Shadow Word Pain. Rip Shadow Word Pain. But most of these games, I felt like my damage really didn't matter, or like my damage was just so little that it didn't really make that much of an impact. I think that may change moving forward. Like, it's very hard to tell, right? Just from the damage meters. Because if I just sit there and spam Holy Fire and AoE Holy Fire, then maybe that's enough. Like, I can spam Smite. They have this talent which increases your Smite damage. There's another one right here that increases damage of Holy Fire by 10%. So there are things that you can do to like do more damage throughout the game. And maybe that matters at the end. Like over the game of like 2 or 3 minutes when dampening is ramping up, that could actually make a significant difference. But again, it's really hard to see with these damage meters. Kind of unfortunate. Still a work in progress. I am curious if they're going to add more to this because I would love for them to be able to, like, I would love to be able to see how much I'm healing and who I'm healing and death logs and things like that. So a lot of this is just kind of hard to differentiate. But there's a lot of healing involved, a lot more healing focused. I think that so far I've been playing a lot more like in the back. Like I'll go in for stun and fear and then I'll just focus on healing. And I'll just, I mean, our healing rotation is kind of the same as it's always been. Just prayer, mending spam, flash heal until we have Serenity back up, Serenity and Guardian whenever we need it. I've also just been kind of like casting Greater Heal, and then if they don't need it, I'll stop, or I'll just let it sit. So then as soon as they get to like 80% health, I just instant Greater Heal, and then the Mastery will help like keep them healthy. Because if I can just AFK in the back and just spam it, it's such good healing. And I feel like it's more mana efficient than Flash Heal anyways. They did get rid of actual heal, by the way. Forgot to mention that. So they got rid of heal as well. So your only choice is to kind of flash heal in between these cooldowns if you don't have greater heal. You can also just sanctify as well for like AoE healing's pretty good. But in general, Holy Priest feels pretty good. I think it has the same like strengths and weaknesses as it's always had. It's really good. Like the first 2 minutes in the game, it's insane. You do like really big healing. You can actually like 50 to 100 health. Get people from like 50 to 100% health in like a couple globals, which is kind of rare in Midnight versus other classes. But once you get past that 2 minute mark, once dampening gets to kind of like the 50 to 60% mark, your healing just isn't enough. You just stop kind of healing as much, so then you're just spamming flash heal without any cooldowns, and they eventually just kind of get to the point where they're dead. So that is unfortunate, but it's the same thing that's Holy Priest has been going through for the last, I don't know, year, 2 years, with their mastery being affected by dampening more than other classes. But now you used to be able to like fight that by playing really aggressive and just going in for like stuns and fears and mind control spam and trying to like win like before that dampening gets too high. Now it's a little bit harder to do that just because games aren't like, the game's a lot slower, so it's very like unlikely that you're gonna win in the opener or like win within those first 2 minutes. So that's gonna be interesting to see kind of how that changes things. But I definitely like Holy Priest. I think it's very simple. I think it's like one of the simpler healers. I mean, everything's been kind of simplified, so maybe I'm biased in saying that, but I mean, I'm just a fan of Holy Priest. I'm a fan of Greater Heal. I really hope Greater Heal becomes a thing, or like is actually played a lot. I think I'm gonna play it a lot no matter what, just because I don't know. I really like that ability. Those are just my first thoughts on Midnight. I think I'm gonna play Shuffle on Disc Priest for the next few days, next week or two, and get my thoughts on that, because I want to see, because I've played thousands and thousands of Void Weaver games, and I want to see if I can still do damage. I want to see if I can still pump. I know Entropic Rift damage and Entropic Void or the Explosion got nerfed a lot just from like hitting a target dummy, which makes me very sad. There's also a lot of different builds going into Disc Priest with like having a whole bunch of Mindbenders and Shadow Fiends and Void Wraiths versus just like spamming out Smites and Penances. So yeah, there's a lot more to mess around with Priest or Disc Priest, so I'm excited about that. But yeah, I'm excited for Midnight. I'm curious to see what changes are coming up over the next few months, and I'm really hoping that it's a good change, because things are going well. I like the simplification for a lot of these classes, and I think that overall it's going to be good for the game. At least I hope. Oh, we don't have Thought Steal anymore. Oh, that makes me really sad. Thought Steal was such a fun ability. Oh, I couldn't have dotted him because I don't have Shadow Word Pain anymore. Nice, nice. Starting off with a stun. Oh, it's the druid again. Double fear. They see. Oh, he purged me. Maybe that was such a fast purge. What was this mage? I played with this mage yesterday, I think, or maybe earlier. Can't remember. Definitely recently. Okay. Oh. Here. Oh, he's dead. Nice. Nice. How's Boomkin? I don't know. I think it's okay. I've only seen it once before, so I'm interested to see Super T's on it. Let's see. Damage done. Current segment. Ooh, okay. A lot of damage there. Moonfire, Starfire, Sunfire, Shooting Stars. So typical of Boomy. Just AoE pad, just the entire lobby. I guess it's still Psychic Shroud. I'm like trying hard now because gotta represent my name. It's weird. I don't have a dot. It's fine. Sure. Here, I'm back here. Well, I kind of run away a little bit. I should have taken double dispel actually. Maybe that would have been better. Big heals. Oh my god! He's dying, he's dying, he's dying. He's dead. Nice. I'm motivated solely. God, 50 rounds of shuffle. Nice. A little bit. What they did to Eclipse, not sure how I feel about it. I don't know, like, hardly any changes to anything. The only thing I know is that the enhancement is a little bit overtuned right now, and that Holy Priest and Disc Priest have gotten a lot of changes. I mean, I feel like everything's gotten a lot of changes, so. But what they do to Eclipse? I'm curious. Sure. Double fear. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I'm so good at the game. Those informs kind of annoying. Whoa, 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 whoa. Why are they going me? It's not part of the plan. I like fake cast for like an hour. Dude. Both of these casters are pumping. Oh wait, I made a macro for this. Got tired of tired of doing it over and over. Oh wait, is it not here? No, it's this one. There we go. Man, I really wish I could see like specifics. Arcane Barrage apparently pumps. Or just gets casted a lot. I can't tell the difference. Bit unfortunate for everybody. Prayer Mending still top. Oh. Ooh. Okay. Gonna clone. I think he instant cloned that. Hear this. On. The particle effects. Can you imagine if there wasn't symbols on people's heads? How hard it'd be to like see anything. Oh. I forgot that Benediction doesn't get cancelled. Where are you going? Ooh. Oh my goodness. Please live. On this so I can apotheosis. Double fear. Oh, mage has to be dead, right? He can't kick me. Death. Spell that. Nice, we're making plays, we're making plays. Still think that, what's it called? I want to try Archon. I mean, I don't know. Oracle, it just feels weird that like Oracle is just 10 times better than Archon. I don't even know what they would do because it's like Benediction just ties so much into what's it called? Ties so much into it, into Prayer of Mending. So it's like the Apex Silencers not being utilized for Archon. I shouldn't run into here like this. Oh, I just saw him. Fear. Oh, he's dead, right? Not. There's a lot happening here. It'd be okay. This kick is lasting forever. Ooh, it was a fat heal. Nice. I think my Shroud saved me there. Gotta get Apotheosis? Okay. No, you're fine. You're fine. Come here. Come here, please. Where are you going? I'm right here. I'm right here. I'm right here. Oh my gosh. He just lined. Why do they always line the... He lined the entire angel, and then as soon as the angel ended, he ran back. Like, what are we doing? Why are we exclusively lining one of my biggest CDs? It's so troll. It's like, I can heal you. It's like, I promise. Yeah, I'll look into the, what's it called, the change in a second. I'm interested to see how they changed Boomy. I can't remember. There was one season where I played Boomy a lot. I think it was like Dragonflight season 3 or 4. One of them. I don't remember how high I pushed either. Okay. Here. Sure, sure. Just prayer mendings all around. I dispelled the wrong person there, but it's fine. Oh my god, he's just dead. What the fuck? What is he even dying to? I'm rival. Nice. First ever rival midnight hold.